driver's seat. It's the 2007 Kia Rio 5. Now, when a car company wants to put a new car onto the streets, it takes about 3 years from conceiving the idea to actually manufacturing the car. Now, all those car companies are rushing out to make small economical cars because gas is over $100 a barrel. Now, Kia have done a great job with the Rio 5. They've made a small, European-flavored car which is economical to manufacture and to operate. Right, Dennis?
You're right, Nick. I tested this vehicle at over 35 miles per gallon, a pretty good feat for something that still has a little zip in its step. Now, it's not so much about the luxury items or over-the-top audio systems. It's about value, and those are the things we're going to touch on with our review of this Kia 5. We're going to take a look inside, but for now, let's take a look under the hood.
Now we have the hood open of the 2007 Kia Rio 5. You can see this 1.6-litre engine. It's a 16-valve. It's great on the acceleration, but doesn't suck the gas up, right, Dennis?
That's right. Like I said, as tested for myself, almost 35 miles per gallon. EPA ratings on the highway are almost 40. You know, it is a nice balance of both a little bit of performance, which is not something everyone's looking for in a Kia, but also great fuel mileage. Now, independent suspension, front and rear, and disc brakes all the way around does give it, dare I say it, a little bit of sporty intention. It's a car that doesn't bore you when you're at the wheel. It does have that kind of basic transportation feel to it, but overall, someone that wants safety and mileage will still get rewarded with a good drive. When it comes to the styling of cars in this segment, and particularly the Kia Rio 5, you have to put it in perspective of what it goes up against in its class. These vehicles' primary mission in life is not to be stylish. It's not to look good while it goes down the road or to impress your girlfriend or boyfriend. This car is designed to pack as much space into a small package as it can so the driver can have comfort and the interior is still not boring. Now, Kia, I think, has accomplished that. The exterior has some nice lines to it. The fender wells are actually open where you could put maybe even an 18 or 19-inch wheel on it and really dress up the vehicle. Kia does little things too, like monochromatic mirrors and door handles that lets the vehicle flow. It doesn't look unfinished or, dare I say, cheap. The vehicle as a whole is actually pretty sharp looking.
The styling on the Kia Rio 5 is probably one of its best features. It has that very strong European feel. Also, the name Rio really helps that along. The front is really nice and smooth. It has those very angled headlights, and also all the way down the body it has distinctive style that really makes this car feel like it doesn't come from North America, like it doesn't come from Japan, like you're actually buying a little more than you're actually getting. And I'll tell you, that's the one thing that makes this car stand out amongst all its competition.
Going to be one of the strong suits of the Kia Rio 5. Now, we joke about the difference in height between Nick and I, but I'm going to show you something in just a second while Nick talks about the driver's seat. It's the size of the cubic interior volume in this car. I can sit in the back end of this small, very economical vehicle at 6'2", 245 pounds, and have all the room in the world. And I could do it with another adult right next to me. Nick doesn't have to have the seat scooted up. There's enough room for me and even some groceries behind. But let's talk to Nick about the driver's seat.
Let me tell you about the driver's seat up front here. There's things that you wouldn't expect in a car for this price break and also this size. There's 2 power outlets up front, 1 cigarette lighter. You've also got some nice red stitching, and then all the amenities you expect in a vehicle of this caliber. There's the CD player, all your HVAC controls, and also all your radio controls. It's easy to drive this vehicle, it's comfortable to sit inside it, and it's also the sort of car you can take your family out and not be too worried about whether there's room for everybody inside.
Well, now that I'm back here, I have to make one more point about the size. I mean, I am sitting in a small vehicle that was really purpose-built for fuel mileage and economy, and yet I can stick my legs straight out in front of me, my arms straight out, and have more than enough room. The thing that I have to make sure that you know of this review is the fact that it combines this interior cubic volume and still has room for all your goodies. Nick talked about it in the front. Even in the back seat, a couple little cup holders, things in places to put your keys or your wallet, even for the people in the back. It really is a well thought out small vehicle.
We Taking a look at the 2007 Kia Rio 5. Dennis, give me your 2 ups and 1 down.
Well, the first one's going to be easy, Nick. It's the fuel mileage. While I tested the vehicle, I was actually surprised that I got 32 to 35 miles per gallon. For me, that's a big reward and a big up for the vehicle. My other up is the fact that the car really does have a soul. I've talked about it in the past about whether or not it has $10,000 price tag or $100,000 price tag. If the car doesn't give you back something inside, it doesn't make me excited. This car gives you something back that makes it a spirited drive on the road. My down is going to be this. Though it does take advantage of the fuel mileage, a 5 or 6-speed automatic transmission would make better use of what power is there and maybe even better fuel economy.
My 2 ups and 1 down for this vehicle start with the outside styling. The exterior styling of this vehicle is absolutely tremendous. I think they've done a great job in making this car look like something you actually want to buy. A lot of the small cars are so vanilla, don't have that sort of soul, and reflecting what Dennis just said, this car really does have that. My other up for this vehicle is the economic operation of the vehicle. It makes so much sense, and it's so much more comfortable to be able to go up there and fill the gas tank completely full, not worry about it, also to have a car that's easily maintainable. My down for this car is the overall price of the vehicle. I have a really hard time with this vehicle, knowing that they are asking around $16,000 for this particular vehicle we tested, and also the vehicles out there with the options which are so expensive, like electronic windows. It bumps the price between $400 and $600. So I think the actually overall price of this car, they're going to have a very hard time competing with vehicles in the rest of the segment.
The 2007 Kia Rio 5 SX comes standard with a 1.6-liter, 16-valve, dual overhead cam 4-cylinder engine and a 4-speed automatic transmission. The manufacturer's suggested retail price starts at $14,595 with an as-tested price of $16,260. City miles per gallon EPA rating is 29, while the highway EPA rating is at 38 miles per gallon.
Here are the guys that make miles around possible. The Russ Auto Group, Baxter Auto Parts, Northside Ford, Ray Reese Dealerships, 4 Wheel Parts Performance Center, Grand Prix Imports, and J. Lee's Auto Group. Thanks, guys.